I've never been a 1911 guy, but this gun might be changing my mind. I'm talking about Springfield Armory's new 1911 DS Prodigy. Let's get into it. What's going on? Luke from USA Carry here, and today we're having a first look at the Springfield Armory 1911 DS Prodigy. This is a double stack 1911 chambered in 9mm. As I mentioned, I'm not really a 1911 guy, nothing against 1911s. It's just personally, I never really liked them. My dad always had 1911s and I inherited a couple from him when he passed away, and I held on to them for a while for sentimental reasons. To me, they're just too heavy to use as a concealed carry pistol and the capacity wasn't there. Again, strictly a personal opinion, but I'm sure some of you will let me know your opinions in the comments below. So when Springfield Armory told me they were sending a 1911, I figured, okay, it's just gonna be another nice 1911 that I'll review and move on. But when I opened the box, I was like, damn, that's a nice looking gun. This gun was announced today, September 1st, 2022, and I didn't get a chance to get to the range to shoot this before making this video, so today it's gonna be more of a first look than an actual full review. But before we get into it, I'd like to take a moment to talk about my partner, the USCCA. If you don't have concealed carry insurance, you definitely should. For less than $1 a day, you'll have the peace of mind that someone has your back should you have to use your gun in self-defense. I've been a member of the USCCA since 2007, which is before they even offered insurance. Not only do they offer insurance, but there's hours of virtual training that you get access to the instant you sign up. Definitely check out the USCCA today for more info. Click on my partner link, which is in the description below. All right, I'll start by saying this is exactly how the gun came from the factory. I've done no modifications to it. This Hex Dragonfly red dot comes standard with this model and it comes mounted to it. This is more for the people over at YouTube that are reviewing my video. No modifications done to this gun. The Prodigy comes in two different barrel lengths. This is a 4 1/4 inch barrel, and it also comes in a 5-inch barrel. Each barrel length comes in a version that is cut for an optic and one that isn't. And the ones that are cut for the optic also come with the Hex Dragonfly as far as what their website's showing. I would assume they may make a version where it's just cut for a red dot but doesn't include the red dot. So obviously the biggest feature of this gun is that it is Springfield Armory's first double stack 1911 in 9mm. It comes with a standard 17 round mag, and it also comes with a extended 20 round mag, which you can see here. And they also make a 26 round extended magazine. The first thing I noticed when picking up this gun was that it looks really nice. It's all black except the stainless steel barrel, and the grip texture seems really nice. This is a polymer grip module. In a video Springfield Armory puts out, somebody mentioned that it's the same grip texture on the Hellcat and the Hellcat Pro, but as you can probably see, here's a Hellcat right here. To me, it seems slightly different. The Hellcat's texture seems a little more aggressive, maybe not as smooth. This one's seems just a little more smoother than the Hellcat, but they are similar. But I have to say, I like the feel of this grip texture better than the Hellcat. The same texture wraps around to the front of the grip, and on the back of the grip here, you've got a serrated checkered texture, not the micro dot texture that they have wrapped around the grip. When I'm grabbing it, it feels super nice in my hand, like a very good secure grip. I don't see this thing sliding around in my hand when I'm out on the range in 100-degree Louisiana heat, sweating my ass off. It is a 1911, so it does have the grip safety, which I don't mind at all. You've got the magazine release that sticks out pretty far, but it doesn't get in the way when I'm gripping it, and it's super easy to depress. It also has some serrations on it to give it a little texture as well. The front of the trigger guard here has the same grip texture as the sides and the front of the grip here. Of course, the trash guy is going to show up right as soon as I start filming this video. The trigger itself is a skeletonized single action trigger. It's got some serrations on the front of it here. The break is super crisp and short. I don't have my trigger pull gauge, so I can't test that, but as you can see, it has very minimal take up. And again, it's super clean and crisp. This trigger just feels really nice. I can't wait to get this to the range and put some rounds through it. You've got an extended ambidextrous thumb safety that's very easy to flip on and off. Whether you're right-handed or wrong-handed, it does have some serrations on the top of it but super easy to flip on and off. The slide stop here is very easy to actuate as well. I do have to shift the gun in my hand slightly so I can reach it with my thumb. So as you can see, I can't really reach it or press it with my thumb with my regular grip, so I have to adjust it in my hand. We'll see how that works on the range, but I don't see that being an issue at all. It also has some serrations on the top of it to give you a little texture, but it doesn't take much force to hit it and let the slide go forward. The slide and the frame are forged steel and have a black Cerakote finish for durability. You've got your standard Picatinny rail for lights and lasers. I threw on a Surefire X300 Ultra and then extended a little bit past the barrel, but it sits flush with the barrel on the 5-inch version. If this was gonna be a home defense gun, I'd just throw on my X300 Ultra and call it a day. The slide does have some pretty deep serrations on the front and the rear, deeper than say Hellcat. I've been trying to kill this fly all day long. Nope. So comparing it to the slide cuts on this Hellcat, they're a bit deeper. So now where you grab it, you've got a good purchase on this gun. I do really like these slide serrations. And speaking of the slide, this thing is just butter smooth. This is probably the second best thing I like about this gun. It's very easy to rack. I just can't get over how smooth this thing is. And as I mentioned before, I got the model that is cut for an optic, and they're calling this their AOS mounting system. This is a collaboration with Agency Arms in Springfield. The optic plates have a blacked out rear sight as part of the mounting plate. So as you can see here, this is the plate if you weren't running an optic that fills that gap, and it also has the blacked out rear sight. The plate that comes with it allows you to mount the Hex Dragonfly red dot, obviously, because it's sitting there on the gun. This mount also allows you to mount the Holosun 507 and 407K X2s, as well as the Shield Sights RMSC and the RMS2. They also have 5 other plates that allow you to mount other popular red dots. I'm probably showing you the list of those on the screen here. Front sight is a green fiber optic sight, and as I mentioned, the rear sights are blacked out. They also allow you to co-witness through the red dot, but it's right at the lower portion of the window, so it's not taking up half the window or anything like that. The Hex Dragonfly red dot it comes with seems nice so far. The dot doesn't seem to flicker at all, and it just has kind of a slight bluish tint to it, but it's super clear and has a nice big window on it. The barrel is a match grade bull barrel made from stainless steel, so I expect the accuracy on this thing to be exceptional. But as I said, I haven't shot it just yet. And that said, I can't really wait to get this thing on the range. I think this is the first time I've been this excited about a 1911 that came in for review. I almost wish they had sent me the 5-inch model, because if this thing shoots as well as I'm expecting it to, it might just well be my new home defense gun. And I'd rather the longer barrel for a home defense gun. So that's gonna wrap up the first look at the Springfield Armory 1911 DS Prodigy. I'll be trying to get this thing to the range in the next few weeks to do a full review on it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to address those in the next video. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button below, hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And while you're there, hit the bell to be notified of new videos, and I'll see you in the next one.
Have it.